All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. Now, this is the preview for Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea. Okay, now in the last five encounters, it's just been one win, which is the that be the how we go use put that one. But their last five encounters has been one win for Tottenham Hotspur, and then the last four encounters has now been Chelsea win. You understand me? As a matter of fact, the last one safe now clean sheet and keep Chelsea side beating Tottenham Hotspur 1 goal to nothing. So they kept the clean sheet. They got their 3 points in the last match. So we all understand why so many Chelsea fans will say, "Oh, but we're gonna beat those people." You understand? Because somehow they've been a small side, you understand, for Chelsea, and it's understandable. But this to me is a different ball game. It's not just going to be a straightforward we go pipe them kind of something. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a straightforward win, for Chelsea. Okay, now these are the reasons. Now let's even talk about the Tottenham Hotspur side first of all, and the availability of certain players. Okay, now they are going to be having only 16 players or thereabout, and they do have key absentees. Destiny Udogie is not going to be available. James Maddison is not going to be available. Okay, their captain Romero is not also going to be available. Do you understand me? Dominic Solanke definitely. Dejan Kulusevski, so they miss a couple of good players. There are some very very long absentees. Is it Kulusevski? A bit two very long absentees. You understand me? So hey, they do have an injury issue. Okay, now for Chelsea side, Enzo Maresca coming out to confirm me that Kopama in believe say Kopama will be available in 1 week's time. Okay, so possibly, and I feel like before the international break, Kopama should at least to at least played one game, at least one game. You don't suppose, so that's like a big miss, for Chelsea. Definitely, it's always a big miss. And then another long-term absentee in Levi Colwill will definitely, the Chelsea fans, everybody misses Levi Colwill. Okay, now it's a different ball game, as I said. Thomas Frank is somebody that likes to, is a bit he loves a compact defense. Okay, and sometimes his team set up in more like a 3-5-2 but a 4-4-3. Do you understand? Because some of these teams, they tend to, when they want to advance, when they want to attack, it's a different ball game. And that's why the Chelsea side, and they love to go verticals, so that's why the Chelsea side, especially their wings, needs to be very very careful, especially their wings, because when they attack in a 3-5-2 kind of formation. So your fullbacks becomes wing backs. Okay, that's for the Tottenham Hotspur side. So there is a real overload from the wings. Okay, and then you have players, in Mohamed Kudus, you have player in Xavi Simons, both playing from both wings, who are very very physical, who can actually do the attacking and the defending as well. So there's going to be really really overload on the wing. So the Chelsea side, as I said, needs to be very very careful. And good thing is, number one, they do have Cucurella. Now there I won't just first talk. You understand me? Say they get Cucurella. Now in the middle of the park for the Tottenham Hotspur side, there might not be Yves Bissouma. Okay, there will be talks of him being doubtful for that match. But we don't know. Okay, but they still do have Palinha. Palinha is definitely there, and yeah, and who else? And Bentancur. So at least they are decent in their own right, and then they have Bedfall in front of them. Will okay, in the you understand me? So the midfield, I feel like, is going to be a good battle, but definitely Chelsea, because of the quality. Enzo Fernandez is now coming on his own. Baba on the day, you understand, is now, because when the season started, it was not really really there, but now he's now Baba don dey enter. That's talking about Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo, always a principality to any opposition you get. And of course, I want this man Enzo Maresca to please start Esteval. Because you see Bonanote, I feel like Bonanote needs to be more aggressive. I feel like he needs to be a bit more direct. He's got the passing in him. Definitely, he's fantastic in those things. But I feel like he needs to be. So I rather than doing just start. Just start Ezo. I mean, Esteval for me. Let him play in number 10. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I don't want to exchange this other side, Pedro Neto, who so many Chelsea fans have also been saying this boy they do, but we know one thing about him is tracking back, is running. You get me? That's going to be very, very important, especially in this game. Extremely, extremely important. And of course it has to be Gittins ahead of Garnacho. That's for me. Okay, so you can always tell me what you think in the comment section. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Let me know your score line prediction as well as your lineup prediction. Now, Chelsea's defense has been a problem. It's been a problem, and it's been devastating things. You get when they're not supposed to concede, say if they concede. You understand me? Achipong has actually been having his introductions into game has been good. You get, and I don't know why sometimes there's no Maresca they come out, but I feel like Achipong and maybe Trevor Chaloba should be starting a centre back pairing. Or you've been giving this man called Fofana a rest. So what do you want to do? Do you understand? Maybe you have plans. Maybe Enzo Maresca has plans of starting, Fofana. No problem. I also feel like it's a fantastic option. Okay. Chaloba self is a bit, one or two shaky kind of in terms of decision making as well. So maybe if you want to, and there's no problem. Maybe Achipong and Wesley Fofana, And then one key battle that I really like to see is Mohamed Kudus against Cucurella. It's a very fantastic battle because Mohamed Kudus is actually a different kind of, winger. It doesn't just put his game is not so much focused on dribbling. Do you understand? His game is more focused on his physicality, the ability for him to shield his ball. We know what he's able to do. I'm not saying he doesn't dribble. He does, of course, normally, of course. He's very explosive, very direct as well, but that's shielding and everything. I remember when he did shield, meeting with that name, Gabriel Magalesh, you get, and he did it very well. Even somebody knowing that this guy big pass you, but it be like say you get straight pass up, you get. But that being said, I would really love to see that. It's a very, 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 very fantastic battle. Very, very fantastic battle. So I would really like to see. So and then from the other side, as I said, Gittins should be starting, but Xavi Simons is also going to be there. So that's why I said Chelsea needs to be very, 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 very watchful of the wings, because as I said, there's going to be a lot of overloads. Now, Chelsea also needs to be very careful of set pieces, because you do have a Van de Ven who is actually being on form. He's got 3 goals already this season. Van de Ven, centre back, and he's enjoying himself. And that's one defender that really has the pace. And if there's anybody to disturb him, pace for pace and trickery, it has to be Joao Pedro, because Joao Pedro has a trickery. I don't know why he's not scoring. You understand me? But I feel like, hey, time don't reach, make you day. You get me? I don't know, but for some reason, I wouldn't want Gui starting ahead. You understand me? I wouldn't want Gui starting. Definitely, to me, Joao Pedro should be starting. So it's going to be an interesting battle. But as I said, it's not just going to be a straightforward win. Chelsea, again, needs to be very careful for the set pieces. Be extremely careful, because these guys, they could hurt you somehow. And of course, the Gittins will definitely have to continue showing himself, because he's now been enjoying himself. And there's also going to be one key advantage, because these people are people, as I said, that overload the wings. So imagine when they're attacking, that means Chelsea's transitioning needs to be very quick. So whosoever is there will need to be fast enough. And somehow it's now making me feel like I prefer Garnacho than Gittins now. I don't know, but because definitely Garnacho is faster. Garnacho is much more direct, So situations where these people tend to overload the wings, and then there's a quick transition, they lose the ball, or they take the ball or something, there's a quick transition. Bro, you need Garnacho there, bro. With his space. 1-2, Baba deal with one defender, or Ibada Siba, 2 defenders. Do you understand me? Or else they are not defending, otherwise they're not going to be attacking with, everybody. But definitely, I am very certain that there's going to be loopholes. Even as much as they are overloading the wings, attacking wise, there will definitely be loopholes, in defense. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Chelsea fans, let me know what you think in the comment section. I feel like both teams are going to score in this game. Okay, I feel like both teams are going to score. But as I said, I don't think it's going to be an easy win, but should be a win for Chelsea. Come on. Come on. Chelsea. It should. Come on. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Your scoreline prediction as well as your lineup prediction.